Yeah, you're not taking any more vacation, right?
No.
Not this summer?
Maybe in September that I haven't told you about.
Wouldn't you love a backstage pass to candid discussions at the crossroads of motherhood, justice, community, entrepreneurship, mentoring, and success? Host Melissa Rosenblum is one of only a few women certified by the Supreme Court of New Jersey as a criminal trial attorney. When you add kids, a booming law business, and a little black book full of subject matter experts, you've got the Mighty MERP podcast. And the final episode in this series. That's mightymerp.com.
You should take
It's just a Friday and a Monday.
Oh, you should take it off. I just need to mentally prepare
That's it, just
for
2
it.
days.
So I call Jessica my unicorn because things just magically happen sometimes now, and I've gotten so used to having her, submit the paperwork to the court or send things to the court that I forget sometimes to even check. What's funny, I don't even know if we have it anymore, but when everything was on Zoom and you were able to watch the Zoom hearings, you can't watch everything anymore, right?
No, you can't. Well, certain counties stream still, but I haven't seen that Atlantic and Cape May do.
Okay, so you were listening to everything stream. So Jessica would be able to hear everything that was occurring in real time in court, which she can't do anymore. And the judge would ask a question about discovery or when we submitted the letter for supplemental discovery. And for whatever reason, I just didn't have it at my fingertips. And they would say, well, did you submit a discovery request? And I would say, I am sure my paralegal submitted a discovery request, or I am sure of it, but I don't have the date, or Your Honor, I'm texting my paralegal right now. And you'd be able to answer it all the time.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but before I even finish the text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should wear a mic that you could hear everything.
You should have walkie-talkies.
I don't know if you want me to have the ability to communicate with you that consistently. Yeah. So, all kidding aside, I do think that you can now read my mind, that we're pretty in sync. Any regrets about the career path? Do you still think, I do want to work at a prosecutor's office? And other than my original interview question that would have deterred me from hiring you, there's really nothing you could ask for now that I would not encourage and support.
Yeah. I think I've learned now that I don't think being a victim advocate is in my career path. Mm-hmm. So I've kind of, I don't think it's what's best for me in the future. Do I still want to work for the prosecutor's office? Maybe. I'm leaning more towards the courts at this point. Right.
Yeah. So I could see you working at the courts. I could see you working as a team leader or, pretty much running a courtroom. Mm-hmm. You definitely have the skill set to do it. The question that if you answered incorrectly during the interview would have I would not have extended an offer to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What was that question?
The question was if I wanted to go to law school.
Yes. And I said, what are your aspirations? Are you interested in going to law school? I think I asked it pretty openly, right?
I think so.
Yes. And what was your answer then?
My answer then was no. My answer now is no.
Wow. Yes. And you do know if you were like, yes, I totally want to go to law school, I would have been like, thank you, but no thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. I trained a lot of people who went to law school already. And I'm really happy that they went to law school.
Well, I think being a paralegal is probably good experience for anyone who wants to become an attorney.
Yes, at least definitely here, because you really get a true flavor of what it is to be a trial attorney, not necessarily being a transactional attorney, a corporate attorney, and in-counsel attorney. Yeah, so you said no, and I was like, yes, as I'm fist bumping right now. And but it still surprises me your answer is no.
It's always been no. I never wanted to be an attorney at all. It was never an option for me.
All right. Well, whatever you want, just let you know that now after 2 years, I don't ever want to lose you. I'm going to woo you forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm saying too much. Tomorrow she's going to be like, I would like a $10,000 raise. No. But what I would tell you is I actually say if you have hesitation about going to law school, don't go to law school. Because it is a lot of money for someone who doesn't want to do it.
Absolutely.
And I think we've talked about this. I know a lot of people who don't love being lawyers. I'm an exception. I really do like what I do, but I think a lot of people don't. And so it's not worth the financial debt, the energy to be successful in law school if you're not interested in it. But I do want you to know that I would totally support it. And two, that you would be amazing at it.
Thank you.
And that you are probably smarter than most attorneys that I know. All of those things are important.
Thank you for the kind words.
But I'm so happy that you don't want to go to law school. And you just need to hold out a few more years before the courts. And then I'll be like, what do you want to do? What do you want? The world is your oyster. Let me help you out.
I feel like the more experience you have, the better. So.
Okay, so you are now 2 years out of college. And I have 3 kids in college with a 4th one applying to college. So what words of advice would you give somebody starting their senior year or starting college right now, just a few years younger than you?
So I would say, 1, be yourself, because that's how you're going to find your true friends in college. And second, I think with the applying process, like finding colleges that fit you and your personality, choose what you feel comfortable with. Like, don't just go with a school because it's a D1 and they have a good football team. And like simple stuff like that, you should really feel comfortable being there and living there if you choose to live there for 4 years.
Oh, they're living there.
Yeah. Because I feel like for me with college, it was all about what I feel comfortable with. And of course, there were other factors with it as well, but definitely comfort for me.
Gotcha. I think that they sort of know that in the sense of finding the right size. I think they know that they all of them ended up wanting a campus. They didn't want to be in a city. So that has been probably a big decision maker for them. All right, so I have rapid fire questions, which I'm only doing with you today.
Okay.
If we do weekly reviews in the future.
I like these questions, I think.
You think? Okay. So when you're not working at the law offices of Melissa Rosenblum and making me look brilliant, what do you do to relax?
So after work, what I do to relax, I really like walking. That's my new thing. Not in the 98-degree weather. But when it's nice out, I like to go for walks after work. And the other thing I do, I'm really big on movies and TV, which I know you're not very big on.
I'm just tired by the end of the day. I'm not against it. I just can't commit to it. By the time I get into bed, I'm like out. And then I wake up early because I'm crazy and I like to run in the morning. Yeah.
I love just laying in bed and watching movies or like a new TV show. It gives me peace and makes me happy.
There you go. I know your other relaxation, which you did not admit to.
What?
Shopping.
Yes, definitely shopping. But I try not to do that because obviously it's not very good financially.
Which is why I need a raise. Okay, so relaxation. If you could give your younger self any advice, what would it be? And since you're only 24, I'm not sure what it would be, but your younger self, any advice?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel like I said it before, just be yourself. Because I feel like when you're younger, when you're in middle school and high school, you're so worried about what other people are saying about you or thinking about you. It doesn't matter when you graduate high school. So just be yourself. If you think you're weird, you're not weird.
Or embrace your weirdness.
Yeah,
if
embrace
that's what
it.
is. Yeah, that is actually a great lesson. But I also think it's a lesson that when you hear it and you're younger, it's just
stupid.
I always do the wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
It's something that you realize when you're a little bit older.
Right. Just
that
be
you
your
were
authentic self.
worrying about things, like about your appearance or about the group of friends that you have. It doesn't matter.
Right. I always tell my kids to, in that same context of like, when people are mean or they're not including you, it's about them.
Yeah,
that it's really not about you. And it is so hard to understand that. I have said to them, stay away from the pot stirrers. I used to call them pot stirrers, the people that cause the drama and the problems.
Yeah.
Also really hard to do. Don't laugh. I'm going to quote Brene Brown now. She's laughing. I gave her a book to read, Dare to Lead. She has not read it. But Brene Brown says, I told my kids that they have a candle and a flame and that they want to surround themselves with people who protect that flame and have you glow and brighten. And the people who try to blow it out are the people and
Stay away from them.
Yes, and those are my pot stirrers. But it's a hard lesson. It really is. Because I think it's natural for everyone wanting to be liked or included. Yeah, just be yourself. Yeah. I think Max, my youngest, has figured out to be his authentic self early. And I admire him and his bravery so much that I know that it took me about 50 years or so to get there.
I thought about Max when I said be yourself.
Yeah.
He's the first person I thought of.
Yeah, authentic. Yeah. He's brave, right? All right. What's on your... do you have a side table, book table on your in your bedroom?
I do. I have two of them.
Okay.
One on each side of my bed.
There you go. Is there anything I could say two ways. What is on your end table, or do you have any books that you're reading right now?
So I am not a book reader, as you know. In high school, I was very big on reading books. I would go through like 2 or 3 of them a week.
Oh.
But when I got to college, I had to read for school, so I didn't really have the time to read in my free time. So I haven't read a book probably since college, if we're being honest.
I bet you'll go back to that. Although we read a lot right now.
Yeah, I'm more into like movies, TV, documentaries.
Anything else on your end table?
I have candles. I love candles. That's really it.
Favorite smell? I need to know for gifts in the future.
My favorite smell? Probably vanilla. I'm big on the fall scents, pumpkin spice, anything vanilla. I feel like vanilla is a fall scent as well.
Favorite quote?
See, I don't read much, so I don't have...
There's a big quote right next to your desk. That's not your favorite quote?
That is a good one. I will say this quote is from my dad, and it's, life's too short, lose the attitude.
Is that because you might have had a little attitude?
Yeah.
Life's too short, lose the attitude.
Yes.
Oh, that's
So I would say that's my favorite one, but I do like the one that's near my desk as
Which
well.
says?
What does it say?
It says
Work hard and be nice to people.
Work hard, be nice.
Yes.
I think that's a good philosophy of our law firm.
I think so.
And then the final color, and don't worry, no matter what your answer is, you still have a job here. What is your favorite color?
So I have 2 favorite colors. One of them is pink, obviously, but my other favorite color is yellow.
Oh.
Yes.
I did not think you were going to... I thought you were going to say aqua. I don't know why. Yellow.
Yes. That's like my lifelong favorite color. Pink is more of a recent... Probably last couple of years, pink has been one of my favorite colors.
So I brainwashed you enough.
I think so.
That's okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to me about our week in review. And I can't wait to talk to you again on the podcast. I know I talk to you all the time.
Yeah.
But I think that when we have funny stories, work-related stories, client stories, or maybe if we just need a good venting session, or where's the law firm going from here sessions.
Yeah,
This is where we should do it.
I agree.
There you go. We are now going to end. We're going to take off the headsets, and then we're both going to our car so we can enjoy our weekend. Yes.
That concludes our conversation and this series. Don't forget to subscribe for alerts. You're going to love our upcoming guests.
Mighty MERP is available on iTunes, Spotify, and all your favorite apps and players. But the best way to experience the show is to visit mightymerp.com. That's mightymerp.com.